Hey everybody.
Jeff and
Steph.
Steph.
Excellent adventure.
Yes.
Well, Stephanie, it's a bit of a homecoming.
Yes, it is.
So where are we today?
We are in, you better say it, I always mess it up.
We are in Newburyport, Mass.
Yeah.
This is my hometown that I grew up in. And I haven't been back here in 20 years. So
Yeah, check this
it's a
out.
bit of a homecoming, and a lot of things have changed and some things remain the same. So let's just pan out here a little bit and show this beautiful waterfront area behind us.
And I hope you appreciate it's the 4th of July today.
Yeah, representing.
Yeah, we're representing
Happy
today
4th of
with
July,
red,
everybody.
white, and blue.
God bless
know-
America.
Yeah, this won't view until a little bit after the 4th, but we got our 4th on today.
Right.
So we're going to show you around this beautiful little historic town and give
By
you
the
a
ocean.
tour. Yeah,
Yeah.
It is very pretty and cool.
Now, Newburyport is a bit of an upscale town. When I was here, we were poor folk.
Brother.
But anyway, Newburyport's famous. It was founded around 1760, and at one time it was the biggest clipper ship building city in America, and it built large wooden schooners that they used in the in trade with mostly the West Indies, pumping rum up into this region and other spices, the usual stuff from back in the day. And it grew into a very large, at the time, city. And now it's become a major tourist town, much to the chagrin of a lot of locals.
Right.
But it's beautiful. They did a nice job. They preserved all of the old buildings, and a lot of the old downtown area that we'll see has been completely revitalized.
It's cool.
Most of
yeah.
it was done in the 70s, and I remember as a kid driving up and down the streets, and it was all boarded up windows and burnt out buildings, and they decided to get together and they revitalized the whole downtown through the course of the 70s, and now it's just a beautiful place. So growing up here as a kid, it was a great place to grow up. We had the ocean, we used to swim, go boating.
Rivers,
Yeah,
okay,
it's just an amazing part of the country to live or grow up in. Kind of like Texas now, but it's nice here
And
for
it
sure.
definitely revolves around the water.
Yeah, it's all about the water. Water,
Water.
not water.
Yes, and a lot of fishing, etc. And there are some buildings here as we started exploring from the 1600s. So the historical portion of this town is very cool. So
That's
we
very
want to
cool.
share all that with you, and we're going to check it out.
So let's go check out Jeff's hometown of Newburyport, Massachusetts.
So they have a really nice boardwalk here at the park along the harbor. So you can just come down here and spend the day and walk, and there's a lovely park with shade trees and all sorts of activities. It's pretty busy.
And this area right here is where they used to actually build the clipper ships, all along here, all along this open area here, and all the way down on the other side of the water. They used to have wharfs that extended all the way out into the water,
Wow.
but those are long since gone.
At the park here, they have a small area for cornhole, and they have cornhole set up so you can play some games while you're hanging out down here.
Okay, so this is the old firehouse, the whole old fire station. And you can see where the doors used to be for the fire engines on the side where the black doors are. And they converted it to a restaurant. So it's a pretty cool place. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, I like those old fire poles. That's neat.
Right?
The fisherman and I.
Got a little friend there?
Does he look like Gordon's fisherman?
Yeah, it kind of does. So back in the day, there was a lot of fires down here. And when they rebuilt everything down here, they extended the firewalls up on the top of the buildings that separate the buildings. And that was to contain fires. That if a fire broke out in one of those buildings, it wouldn't go over into the next building, and then the next one. So I remember that was a big deal when they did this all over, to extend the firewalls up above the building roof lines. So yeah, it's kind of an interesting thing.
Notice that in the center of the streets and squares they have this old cobble too, where they've actually repaved roads around it, and the old cobble's still here. It's pretty neat. I just want to say this has a very European, small little country town vibe to it with the cobble and the brick. I've been to Europe and seen some towns that really resemble this. It's very strange.
It's definitely influenced by, England, UK, back in the day.
Yeah, it feels like it. It's very cool.
Yep.
Like a little time capsule.
For sure. Thirsty Whale.
Thirsty Whale.
It's the most popular bar in town, for sure.
Cool.
Back in the day, there was a lot of riffraff used to hang out here. When I was a kid, it was all like
So you hung out
bad
there?
drunks hanging there.
So
Yeah,
you hung out there?
I didn't hang out there. No.
is a monument for Byron Matthews. He was the mayor from 1968 to 1978, and it says he was the driving force behind the revitalization of downtown Newburyport. Here's the City Hall. This area is Brown Square. This is the Veterans Park. There's all this old brickwork everywhere, and it's very uneven, and you go up and down, and it's neat though. It feels very old European. You see all the unevenness to the walkways here? They go up and down and every which way.
So I used to live here when I was like in my 20s in this apartment building, and it still looks the same.
Yay,
color.
Jeff's old apartment building.
It's a really old house.
Yeah, it looks neat. Where are we at now?
So this here is the Mall Pond.
Yeah?
And when we were kids, we used to come up here and skate, mostly at night. And that fountain in the middle used to always run. It doesn't run anymore. And just a cool place. It's tiered down, and it's fed by a spring, so the water is always here. And funny thing, I remember in the 70s, this tightrope walker, I don't remember the guy's name, but they strung the cable all the way across this, and it was a big event here in town. The I don't know, it was Philippe's or something like that. Philippe, a little French fella, and he went all the way across, and much to the awe of the natives here, we were all really impressed with his tight rock. I never seen anything like that. This is, pre-cable TV, and
right.
Yeah. So it was pretty funny. But I have a memory of that right here in this place. It's pretty cool.
So this is where young Jeffy used to come ice skate in the winter.
Right.
Aw, cute.
Yeah, freeze my ass off here.
I love all these old houses. This is really neat. This house is the Isaac Adams house from 1809. This house is the James Fairbanks house, 1857. Isn't it beautiful? And here's the police station. This is the Strand Theater. It was built in 1947. It's now a Talbot store, but it used to be an old movie theater.
Every Christmas they put a Christmas tree up here in Market Square, and it goes right here, I believe. And I remember when I was a little kid, they put the first one up because they had revitalized this whole area because it was just a disaster. But I remember the first tree lighting that they did here in the early 70s, and it was pretty cool. Everybody came out, and it was a pretty big event. So
did they have
very cool? Huh? I think they probably did.
And hot cocoa?
Yeah, I think it was candy canes, but that's all I remember about it. It was a long time ago.
is the Maritime Museum here in town.
So this old harbor lighthouse here used to be out on the water, right out on the edge over there, and they moved it in here back in the day. I don't remember when, but this is not the original location of this lighthouse.
But it is an old lighthouse.
Oh yeah, it's really old. Yeah,
So it says it's Lighthouse Dining and to call for reservations. So we're wondering if there's actually a table and chairs up there in the very top in the lighthouse portion.
I think there's one table in there booked till 2075.
Right?
Who knows?
Pretty unique.
Yeah.
So Newburyport has a little sculpture garden here outside of the art museum. And I love walking in these outdoor sculpture gardens. They're super fun. Look at all the clamshells painted. These are like those oddity places we find on a Roadside America app.
So this here church behind me, it's the first parish church.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it dates, there was 3 of them. This is the 3rd version of it. The first 2 burned to the ground. This one hasn't burned yet, but they built this one in the mid 1800s. And this is a church I went to as a kid. And my parents got married here. My sister got married here. I got married in Jamaica.
Good.
And on the other side of this wall here is where there's a lot of Chapmans underground.
We're going to show you that too.
Yeah.
This cemetery across the street from the church was also settled in 1635. And it's a big cemetery. Honestly, it's kind of creepy to me. It
A lot of old markers in it.
Yeah, it looks super old.
Yeah. A whole bunch of my family's in there.
We're gonna go visit some of Jeff's family.
Yeah. Let's do it.
I don't know about you guys, but we love these old cemeteries. There's so much history in them. We'll spend hours just in here reading headstones, and you know, you learn a lot, and it's neat to see how far back they date. Some of these headstones go right down into the overgrowth here along the ravine. Did you find it?
Yeah, it's right there. Check it out. They're all right here. This is our plot right here.
Chapman family plot.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Yeah, it
I'll show you
is.
some of these. So, a lot of these, I don't remember who all these people are, but this is just like babies, 2 months old, 5 weeks old. That was children. But this is my grandfather, Elliot Chapman. On my father's side, obviously. And this is my grandmother. She died in 2002. Grandfather
Wow.
died of a heart attack at 65 out cutting the lawn. He dropped dead. So, yeah, it's pretty cool, huh?
That is cool.
Yeah. There's other because we're Thorntons and Chapmans, and I don't remember who all these people are anymore. I just know they're all buried right here.
Some of these tombstones are dated early 1700s right here that we found. What a beautiful town Jeff got to grow up in.
Right.
It has so much character and history.
We were on the other side of the tracks, I'll be honest with you. But yeah, it's pretty nice.
Yeah, we really enjoyed exploring down here today.
As much as I wanted to grow up in a ship captain's house with a widow walk,
Right?
yeah, that wasn't happening.
Yes, one of these historical houses with the plaques on it.
Right?
Very pretty.
It's kind of interesting though that most of the people that grew up here have long since moved out as property values went up from, nothing. You get nothing for your house here. And then after the revitalization, property values have gone up, and I think I saw the average price for a house in this town was over $1 million now.
Wow.
So,
I
yeah.
believe it.
Yeah, it's crazy
you can
expensive.
tell people are putting a lot of money and time and love into restoring these houses, and they're just beautiful.
Right.
Well, we want to thank you guys for watching the video today. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. Take care, everyone, from Jeff and Steph's.
Excellent adventure. See you guys.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.